I'm Rassi and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. This time I'll be recapping my Rainbow Cup tournament matches. As some of you might already know, I had my SILPH Arena Rainbow Cup last Sunday, which I streamed live, and it went horribly wrong. So the purpose of this video is to analyze all of my matches, see my errors and learn from them. In this video is my last two matchups from that tournament. My first matchup is against Jusalem, none other than the champion of the Finnish regional tournament and therefore the representative of Finland in the SILPH Arena Season 1 championships. Our first round goes okay overall. I do end up losing, but it's a very tight match. I probably lost because of that lead matchup. Looking at his Pokemon, I was waiting for Azumarill to be his lead, but I was wrong and kinda even baited him to lead with Charizard with my team picks. For the second round, I only end up changing my lead to Quagsire, which is my safest choice as a lead Pokemon. And it was a good choice. Jusalem leads with Charizard again, so I have the upper hand in this matchup, even though my Quagsire has Mudshot instead of Bubble as its fast move. I get to use Acid Spray to lower Charizard's defenses and burn one of his shields. After farming some energy, Jusalem switches to Kingdra and I switch to Mantine. Here I think I should have just farmed the Kingdra for energy instead of going for the charge move, but then again his Kingdra would have damaged my Mantine a lot more, and then I would have needed to use shield against Charizard's Dragon Glove. Here, Yuzale makes a great move, switching to Ivysaur during Charizard's charge move, and I end up using Stone Edge against Ivysaur, which absorbs it nicely, and for some unknown reason I don't even switch out my Quagsire. My last matchup in this tournament was against Joppilo. Looking at his team, I noticed the high probability his team is going to have Asmoril in it, so I decided to keep my team as it is, Quagsire as a lead, Mantine and Venusaur at the bench, as I felt Venusaur is my only good counter to Asmoril. Joppilo leads with Tentacruel, and I have no idea how this matchup would go. It ends up going quite nicely for me, even though I lose it, I still have 2 shields left and I'm ahead in energy. Joppilo brings in Venusaur, and this is again a good matchup for me as my Mantine has flying type moveset. His last Pokemon is Azumarill, which my Venusaur can beat. So there comes my first victory round of this tournament. For the next round I was expecting Azumarill as his lead Pokemon, so I decided to change Venusaur as my lead to counter his Azumarill. He leads also with Venusaur. My plan here is to farm some energy and then change to Mantine, but I misclick and instead of Mantine I bring in Quagsire, which has double weakness against grass. I waste both of my shields here, but I do manage to fire off one acid spray and burn one shield from my opponent. Now instead of using my Mantine's charge move against Azumarill, I should have switched instantly to my Venusaur, or after Azumarill used its Ice Beam. My Venusaur beats Azumarill even with one shield disadvantage, but since my opponent still has one fresh Pokemon on his bench and that Pokemon happens to be Tentacruel, I've pretty much lost this match.
Tämän Mantain kehissä yhdessä vaiheessa misklikkasin.
For our last round, I try leading with Mantine, figuring my opponent would use Venusaur again. And he does, so this is a good matchup for me. He switches his Venusaur to Tentacruel just in time to dodge my aerial ace. Here I should have changed to a Quagsire during this charge move as soon as I saw the switch, but instead I just keep using my Mantine. And then after this charge move I waste a whole turn to the switch that I could have done during the charge move. Now because I decided to switch so late, after his Tentacruel faints, he can now counter my switch, and he does it by bringing in Venusaur, and I can't switch my Quagsire out because my switch timer is not even halfway there. I need to burn my shields here in order to at least achieve something with my Quagsire, and I managed to weaken Venusaur with Acid Spray and burn a shield. I then get to use Stone Edge and burn another shield from my opponent before feigning, so even though the late switch was a mistake, the matchup turned out, in my opinion, okay. But after that I don't have shields, Venusaur is ahead in energy and beats my whole team. In the Venusaur against Venusaur matchup, I tried to save my energy so I could blast 2 Frenzy Plants in a row against his last Pokemon, which would highly likely be Azumarill, and I'd win the match, but he gets 2 Frenzy Plants first and it's GG's.
Mä ajattelin, että mä olisin kerennyt.
vähän perussäätin.
So that was my Rainbow Cup tournament. I lost against each of my opponents and got that one win from that bye round. Overall, I made a lot of stupid mistakes during this tournament, but then again I learned a lot about how the PvP mechanics actually work, and I will come back stronger to the next tournament. I hope you enjoyed watching my mistakes and hopefully you could learn something from them. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more and have a great rest of your day.